Hello dear students, in this video we are going to talk about question number 5 from year 2019 session October-November and paper code 42. The question is about waves. It says that one difference between longitudinal wave and a transverse wave is that a longitudinal wave consists of compressions and rarefactions. Explain in terms of compressions and rarefactions using the ideas about the particles. Now you know that as the name suggests, compression means where the particles are compressed, they are close together, whereas rarefaction is when the particles are not close together, they are far apart. Based on that, we are going to write the answer. For compressions, you can write the particles are close together in compression, and the second point you can write is region of high pressure. So you know that in compression, since the particles are compressed, is all because of the pressure acting on them. High pressure brings the molecules closer. Rarefaction, you can say it's exact opposite. Particles are far apart, and second point you can write the region, exact opposite to the previous one, region of low pressure. So that's about compression and rarefaction. The next question says that describe one other way in which longitudinal wave motion differs from transverse wave motion. So see, in longitudinal wave, the waves travel in sideways like this. Okay, so they go on left hand side, right hand side, left hand side, and again right hand side. So they move in sideways, whereas in transverse wave, the waves make the particles move up and down. Okay, so particles, they go upward and they go downward. So you can say that wave is traveling horizontally, but the particles are moving vertically, so they make angle 90 degree with each other, whereas here wave is traveling in horizontal direction, even the particles are vibrating left and right, so they are vibrating in horizontal direction. So we will write about longitudinal wave motion. We will say that in longitudinal wave, particles of medium vibrate parallel. Okay, so I said that the wave is vibrating horizontally or moving horizontally, even the particles are vibrating horizontally. So particles of the medium vibrate parallel to the direction of wave. Whereas when we talk about transverse motion, we will say that particles of medium vibrate perpendicular to the direction of wave. Now see, generally students write the answer in a way that particles of medium move parallel, or they say particles of medium move perpendicular. Remember that move is a wrong word when we are describing longitudinal wave or transverse wave, because when we say move, it means you are referring to the displacement of particles, but in any of these waves, particles do not displace, they only vibrate to their main position. And that's why when you are explaining the motion of the particles, you must mention word vibrate. Going ahead, we will be talking about part B of this question. Here they are saying a sound wave of frequency 0.120 kilohertz. Okay, so this is frequency. Don't forget, it is kilohertz. So we will have to convert it into hertz. Travels through a rock at speed 3500 meter per second. So we are given with frequency, we are given with velocity. Calculate the wavelength of the wave. Now, what is the formula that links these three quantities together? That is frequency, velocity and wavelength. It is V equals to F into lambda, where V is velocity, F is frequency and lambda is the wavelength. They are asking us to calculate wavelength. So wavelength will be equal to V upon F, velocity upon frequency. How much is the velocity? It is 3500 meter per second divided by frequency 0.120. So we will write it as 0.12 into 1000. Why 1000? Because it is in kilohertz and SI unit of frequency is hertz. So we have to convert that into hertz. So now the calculation will be 3500 divided by 0.12 into 1000. The answer is 29.16. So you can write 29.2 meter. That's the wavelength for the wave. Next, the wave travels from the rock into the air. State and explain whether the wave will be audible to healthy human ear. Now I hope you know that audibility of the wave depends on frequency. Okay? And how much is the audible range for humans? It is 20 to 20,000 hertz. Also remember that when any wave changes the medium, it is going from rock into air. As it is changing the medium, its wavelength and velocity may change, but the frequency will remain constant. Okay, so its frequency is going to be 0.12 kilohertz. Okay, so that is, it falls between the audible range for humans. So in the statement, you will say that yes, it will be audible for humans, and in explanation you will say frequency of wave does not change due to change in the medium. Now we are going to discuss about question number 6. Question says that figure 6.1 shows an empty container and an observer's eye. There is a small coin at position O. The observer is unable to see the coin. The observer and the coin stay in the same position and the container is filled with water. The observer can now see the coin. Explain why the coin can be seen by the observer. You can understand when we add water in the container, then due to water, the waves are going to change the medium. They are going to go from denser medium to rarer medium. And you know that when the light goes from denser medium to rarer medium, it goes away from the normal. Okay, means it bends from its original path. So if we quickly have to show what's going to happen here, see, the ray that is going to go like this, it will bend from its original path and it will reach to the observer's eye like this. Okay, so earlier the waves which would have gone straight like this, now they are bending, they are going away from the normal. You can see they are going away from the normal. As they go away from the normal, they will reach to observer's eye and then the person will be able to see the coin. Okay, so the question says explain why the coin can be seen by the observer. So the answer you can write is that when water is added, light rays coming from coin bends from their path due to change in the medium. As they change the medium, they bend from their original path, which makes us see the coin. I mean, the observer can see the coin. State the name of the wave process which occurs as the light passes the water into the air. Light passes from the water into the air. Okay, so whenever there is a change in medium, we know that the process that takes place is refraction. Next, explain why the image of the coin is a virtual image. Now see, they have clearly told you that it is a virtual image. Whenever they tell you that any image is real and they ask you the reason for that, or they say that the image is virtual and they ask you the reason for that, you simply have to relate it to the ability of image to be seen on screen or not. If it is a real image, it can be seen or projected on the screen. If it is a virtual image, it cannot be projected on the screen. So you would simply say that the image of the coin is virtual because it cannot be projected on screen. Next, we are going to talk about part B of this question. Pay attention. So in part B, they are saying state the speed of light in air. We know that the speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. The refractive index of the water is 1.3. So they have given us the value of n, that is refractive index. Calculate the speed of light in water. So light is going, we are assuming that it is going from air to water. So this is going to be the speed of light in first medium, and they are asking the speed of light in water. So they are asking us to find out speed of light in second medium. What formula I can use? The formula for refractive index in terms of speed is refractive index is equal to V1 upon V2, where V1 is the speed of light in air, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8, and refractive index is 1.3. They are asking us to find value of V2. So V2 will be equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by, this goes over here, 1.3. So it is 3 divided by 1.3. The answer will be 2.3 into 10 raised to 8. So I just divided these numbers. I am keeping the power of 10 as it is, 2.3 into 10 raised to 8. So 2.3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per